This is Tom Fox. I'd like to welcome you to the newest addition to the Compliance Podcast Network, the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where you bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. Join us as we explore the latest trends from the Department of Justice, share some best practices, demystify complex compliance issues to help keep your organization doing business ethically and in compliance, and at the end of the day, more profitably. Tune in daily for your dose of compliance wisdom. Let's make compliance a little less daunting, one tip at a time. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
In compliance, the value of anonymous reporting is undeniable. But with Ethico, anonymity doesn't mean a loss of connection. Our blinded, two-way communication fosters an environment of trust and confidentiality, encouraging open and honest dialogue. It's not just about receiving reports. It's about understanding the story behind each one, creating a culture of integrity and respect. Transform your approach to anonymous reporting with Ethico. Begin your journey at ethico.com/CPN, where you can book a demo, access an exclusive white paper by Tom Fox titled The ROI of Compliance, and utilize our free ROI calculator.
In today's episode, I'd like to look at how the Monaco Memo has impacted internal investigations going forward. It is well settled under the corporate enforcement policy that for a company to be considered for a declination or cooperation credit, the company must self-disclose its illegal conduct. However, the self-disclosure is not enough. Now it must be timely. The DOJ wants speed as well, because if the disclosure comes in too long after the misconduct in question, the conduct will reduce the likelihood the government may be able to adequately investigate the matter in time to seek appropriate criminal charges against individuals. This was memorialized in the Monaco Memo, where it said, quote, "It is imperative that the department prosecutors gain access to all relevant, non-privileged facts about the individual misconduct as swiftly and without delay," end quote. This means to receive the credit, corporations must produce on a timely basis all relevant non-privileged facts and evidence about individual misconduct. If a company fails to meet this burden, it will place in jeopardy their eligibility for cooperation credit. The DOJ goes on with the next step by placing the burden on companies to demonstrate the timeliness and stating that companies bear the burden of ensuring that documents are produced in a timely manner to prosecutors. It's not simply data or information. The companies must seek and disclose on a timely basis the evidence most relevant for assessing individual culpability. This could be information and communications around or about the misconduct. It's clear from the Monaco Memo that there are important issues that the DOJ wants immediately. They want it swiftly and without delay. And the question I would have is, what does this mean, or how does this impact an attorney or even a company when they receive information on assessing that information in context of their overall potential liability? Well, the DOJ says, give us the information as quickly as you can. And this really puts a lot of pressure, I think, on companies to triage, start an investigation, and then for investigative counsel literally to get it right. So I think there's more pressure on companies to swiftly, quickly, and efficiently investigate after the Monaco Memo. As you know, this month's sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, including this podcast, is Ethico. Have you ever wondered about the ROI of your compliance program or had concerns with presenting budget proposals to your CFO? Well, I partnered with Ethico to write a white paper on the ROI of compliance and how you can think through compliance as an investment strategy. Ethico has put together a ROI calculator for you. Check them out on the website. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The compliance tip of the day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network.